I'm Nancy Showalter, and you're listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect podcast. Welcome, all radical paradigm shifters and creative change makers. You who dare to create a better life and a better world. Tap into the power that resides within you and use that power for constructive change. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode, which is very special, as we're going to talk about Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy. And we're going to talk about her spiritual retreat, and again, how you can visit that retreat. Now, Kuan Yin, in Buddhism, she's revered as the compassionate savioress, and as I said, the goddess of mercy or the bodhisattva of mercy. She's beloved as a mother figure and a divine mediatrix, very similar to the Mary, the mother of Jesus. People look at it as she's the Buddhist Madonna. Her name, Kuan Yin, as she's often called, it really means literally the one who regards, looks on, or hears the sounds of the world. And according to the legend, she was about to enter heaven, but paused just as she got to the door as the cries of the world reached her ears. Now, she is known as the protectress of women, of sailors, craftsmen, merchants, those under criminal prosecution, and those desiring progeny. So you can see where this flame of mercy and compassion, as she's known, of the goddess of mercy. And many people believe that just by the recitation of her name, it will bring her instantly to you. And as already mentioned, she is known as the bodhisattva of mercy. Now, a bodhisattva is one who stands with humanity. It's a vow that the bodhisattva takes to stand with humanity, and it's a very sacred calling. And this means that you're more aware of the oneness of all of life, and you're aware of all of life in its manifestation from the highest to the lowest. She says there are quite a number of these bodhisattvas on the planet, but they're greatly outnumbered by those who just go their own way of riotous living and whatever. But basically, it's a very high and holy order to be a bodhisattva. Kuan Yin's spiritual retreat in the etheric realm is called the Temple of Mercy, and it's near Peking, China, situated in the foothills above Beijing. The description of this retreat is there is a central pagoda with golden dome that rises above 12 surrounding pagodas, each of which focuses the yin and the yang qualities of the 12 hierarchies of the sun. Above the entrance to each of these 12 temples are pieces of crystal and precipitated metal that chime the notes of the temples as the wind blows through them, so kind of like a wind chime. There's a circular stairway spiraling along the periphery that takes us to the top of each pagoda. In her retreat, we could say that Kuan Yin is truly a cosmic mother. It's the tenderness of her heart's love for all who come to her retreat. And it just melts even the most denseness of human creation. And even those with the heaviest karma, it spurs them on to renewed service. And so great is Kuan Yin's compassion and forgiveness, no one leaves there without knowing that they are loved and they can go forth to try again and to succeed. So remember, we can visit these spiritual retreats at night when we leave our body as we're sleeping. You can simply make the request to ask to be taken to the retreat of beloved Kuan Yin in the foothills above Beijing. And I want to leave you today with a meditation that I did a while ago on Kuan Yin and mercy. It is not long, and I think it would be very rejuvenating for you. So, enjoy the meditation. I will see you next week. Until then, keep an open mind, a generous heart, and a powerful spirit. Today I'd like to borrow some wisdom from the Eastern traditions. In China, there is a goddess known as Kuan Yin, and she is widely viewed as an immortal and revered for her unconditional love and compassion. She's called the Goddess of Mercy. So I would like us to experience in these few minutes that unconditional love and compassion. And the first person that we really want to give unconditional and love and compassion and forgiveness and mercy to is ourself. So let's take a few minutes and just take a nice deep breath, letting everything go. And I want you to stand as if you are this God or Goddess of mercy. You are the immortal one. And I want you to visualize and think of that vulnerable child part of yourself within you. And see that beautiful self that was so free at one point, but may have experienced difficult situations, hurtful situations. So just extend now, as this Goddess of Mercy, extend to this inner child unconditional love. Hug this child just as if you would your own child who might be hurting. And give forth this compassion and mercy. And let that child feel totally secure in your love, your embrace, your compassion. And then take another deep breath and think of someone in your life that might be a bit difficult, might be real difficult, but just whoever pops into your head intuitively. And do the same. Extend this unconditional love and mercy. You are the Goddess of Mercy. Love, compassion, and forgiveness. And let that energy just flow from you as this beautiful violet pink light and love that you're giving to this person. Just setting aside any differences, setting aside the thoughts about the situation. Just let them go and experience what you'd be like without those thoughts about this situation, and allowing love, just unconditionally, love and compassion flow through you to this person, to this situation. And then take another deep breath and recognize beautiful quote, words of Lao Tzu. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. So letting go, forgiving, is really your freedom. No matter what anyone else has done to you, you become free when you let go and forgive and extend unconditional love and compassion. So do this exercise each day this week. Take the same situation, yourself, or another difficult situation, or different situation every day. Doesn't matter. But just allow yourself to totally feel this love, compassion toward yourself, toward others. Have an amazing week. Have a magical week. And I will see you next week. Thank you for being with me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, download, and comment. I'd love to hear from you, and your support is much appreciated. And don't forget, go to nancyshowalter.com to get your free electronic copy of my book, It's Okay to Be Rich, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Increased Wealth and Personal Mastery, endorsed by T. Harv Eker, and my free mini course, How to Speak Your Success, the shocking truth of how your words impact achieving your goals. I'll see you next week.